right, guys. Hopefully everybody can hear me. We're right at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Central, so 2 p.m. my time. So let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully, as people are joining in, we can go ahead and start getting at least some of the introductions done and all that. And we'll get a few minutes before we actually get into the meat of this anyway. So again, thanks for everybody coming. We are again excited about another topic. This is one that as we continue to look at data journeys for a lot of our clients, and we've done some of these before on different products like data virtualization. We did the data fabric and had a little bit larger data maturity discussion with that one. We've done streaming when we started to get into the analytics side of things as well. But want to take a step back as we look at these different topics. One of the things that we always do is kind of ask ourselves after we get done with one of these is, what kind of things are we talking to our clients about? What kind of topics keep coming up? And so data snapshot is one that we all have kind of had a lot of discussions with clients in different ways about. So we thought it would be a great topic. This is something that some of you guys may be aware of, may have. It's not a super advanced topic, but it's something I think is very simple and very valuable that we want to get into. Keith's going to do a great job for us setting that up, so we won't get deep into it right now, but we want to introduce the topic just a little bit as we jump into this. Again, I'll kind of go through a little bit of an introduction. I'll be moderating, or as I like to be way cooler and sound like I'm cooler, as I'm emceeing this thing. Keith will get into, again, talk about the data journey, the humble data snapshot, and give you a little bit more information and explanation about what that is, and even more importantly, kind of use cases for how it's used, and give you a demo of that as well, on how those can be created very, very simply with tools that, if you're a web-focused client out there, it's tools that you already have available to you. Dinesh is going to get more into into the engagement process with Data Snapshot. Again, different conversations we've had with clients, a little bit more practical use of it from a client standpoint, and different things that we've done. And of course, at the end, stick around. We do have question and answers, and obviously the drawing for the Amazon gift cards, which we've been doing and we'll do again. For all you guys, if it's your first time on here, we do have a Q&A section where you're more than welcome throughout to go and post any questions that you have about the content we have, and want to get answers to. We will try to answer a lot of those while we're going through this, but at the end, we will definitely handle any that we were not able to get to. And a lot of them we will actually go back over to make sure everybody hears it. So feel free to use that. Please use that Q&A if you have any questions to that. We do have surveys and polls. This one, we are going to do some questions in this, and we'll be using the polls so you guys can kind of interact with us and give us your thoughts on these things. Again, it's basically just so we can kind of have a way to interact with each other. So feel free to use that. And then of course, at the end, we'll do the giveaway. So stick around and we'll give those out. Quick introduction, Keith Davidson. Keith, I think you've been at Information Builders before the acquisition, and now TIBCO for a total of almost 20 years now, it seems like. Keith joins us from Canada and has worked in a number of different capacities. A lot of that, at least from my experience working with him, is on the professional services side, helping people build out these applications, and he's now working as a solution architect for TIBCO, helping other clients understand what's possible with that, and has a ton of experience in this field, and really looking forward to having him walk through this. Dinesh is our Vice President of Business Intelligence. You guys have seen him if you've been on any of these past ones. Again, has 15, 20 years himself with partnership and with IBI, and this just experience in this field, period. So comes with a lot of that. My name is Tim Howard. Again, if you guys have been on these, I've been on, I think, all of them in the past in one way or another. I help clients understand, what their solutions are that they're trying to build. We help, do a lot of things there to help make sure that we're finding the right ways to be able to use your data analytics and that. So I won't go any deeper on that, but again, just to give you a quick introduction to everybody. For any of you who have not been on, again, a quick introduction to Amtex. I think everybody probably knows TIBCO, but Amtex is has been a long-term partner with back in the Information Builders days before the acquisition, with Information Builders for about 20 years, a number of different capacities. We've primarily been in the professional services, helping people build out and build teams around building applications with the tools, both on the data management side and analytics side. We've been doing this for a number of years, so you can see we have some large numbers up there that our marketing team likes to put out there. But again, we have truly been working with a lot of information builders customers, and now TIBCO, which we've been very excited about as well, and truly getting to know others. We are kind of global, but our main office is based out of New York. We have a lot of developers in New Jersey, and then we have an offshore office as well, very large offshore office in Chennai, and then some in Delhi as well. So, but we do have some other offices throughout. We like to think of ourselves as kind of a boutique vendor in this place. Is with all of our clients, we take time to really get to know what they're doing and truly go deep with our clients. And again, just to kind of give you a quick introduction, some logos that we've worked with. We are very proud of those. We've worked with that, and of course these are. I'm not sure how we choose what gets on here, but we've worked with a lot of different customers. But some of the ones that we've been working with more recently, and getting to do some things. So. Our main thing, again, is just proactive customer engagement, really working and building a partnership to really build out some really cool stuff in this area. And I'm hoping some of these topics that we've been doing in these are kind of reflecting that and showing, what we've been doing, and excited to continue to hear from you guys and what you guys are doing as well. All right. So enough of that, and on to, questions and answers. These are always the fun part. So we thought it would be fun to do some questions throughout this, again, just to give everybody an opportunity to be able to participate and give us your thoughts on these things as well. I won't spend a whole lot of time going over the what the answers are for these, or what you guys put in there, but I do want to at least give you guys a chance, and we can talk very briefly and then move on to the actual meat of it. Since we've been talking about a data journey, I thought the first question we have would be really neat to find out what everybody's journey has been there. Where do you feel like you are on that journey? So, and again, we've talked to clients across the board. So for you guys haven't started, for other guys may be primed up and ready at the starting line. Some of you guys may be in the middle of the journey, but you're struggling, or D, in the middle of the journey, but you're really thriving. You feel like you got a lot of this figured out, or you're on the leading edge or eating the pack. So I'll give everybody about 10 seconds or so. I'm going to try to keep these pretty brief so we can move on to the meat, but I'll give everybody a few minutes, and then I believe I get to see the results from this. If you're fine, I think it shows up. Give everybody just a couple more minutes, and then we'll move on.
Hey, Tim, I can't vote in the poll.
Can you not? Keith, I don't know if that's because you're a panelist. Maybe the panelists are they don't. We know what you think.
I guess they don't want me to skew it.
We do. So make sure we're not getting any responses in chat that the attendees are not able to. All right. So Gafron, we can end that poll, and I don't know if I can say. I could see the results. If there's any way I can see them, if not, we'll move on. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time going through these, and we can discuss them later. There we go. So again, I think we have 41%, and hopefully you guys can see these as well, are right there in the middle of the journey and kind of struggling, which is, again, struggling is probably a bad term, but still figuring things out probably is a better way to say that along the way. And to be honest with you, anybody who's really leading the pack, there are some that are on the cutting edge of doing that. And, we have a couple clients maybe that are there, but most of our people are kind of in the middle of that journey, and they're either still trying to figure things out, or they feel like they at least are starting to figure things out. So that's pretty much, kind of where we thought. And then again, we've got a number of clients who are right there with you guys starting at the beginning. So let's move on to the next one. And Gafron, you can go ahead and pop it up when you're ready. Do you, in your organization, see the need for a date and time, move this out of the way, particular a date and time need for particular data in your organization? So the need to be able to grab certain things at a certain period of time from a data perspective, whether it's, needing your sales at the end of the month and you want to be able to capture that, or whatever that is. So yes, we do that periodically, month to month, quarter to quarter, just whatever that periodic, so it's easily available. Yes, we do trend analysis. So we do, some people like to keep those numbers so they can go back and see trends. No, our data keeps all the history itself, so we don't really need that. Or no, we just don't live in the past. Now, we did put an option for both A and B on there as well. So again, I'll give everybody just a few seconds, and then we'll end the poll and move on. All right, Gufran, let's go ahead and end this one. All right, very cool. That's again about what I thought, and we do have some that are doing month to month, quarter to quarter. I think this is going to be very interesting for you guys, especially if you are doing either the month to month or the periodic data capture or the trend analysis for you guys who are not. And I like that nobody picked "We Don't Live in the Past" because I don't think anybody has that privilege. Everybody has to keep some history. But I think some people do have that stuff in their data warehouses and don't need it. So again, Keith is going to have a lot more information on this, so we'll go ahead from them. But it's interesting. I think that's where we thought. So next question. This is the last one for Keith. We'll jump in. What is the most effective way for you guys, for your organization, for capturing that data historical reference? Sorry, this thing keeps popping up in front of me. A, keep a spreadsheet with your data. Unfortunately, we still see that. B, build a data warehouse. And again, we see that a lot as well. C, make a copy of the data with key points for key points in time. Maybe you're throwing that into a data warehouse or just a data lake or something. Or D, create a data lake and just keep everything. And Keith, now that I'm looking out on my poll quiz, it keeps popping up here and blocking my text. It says host and panelists can't vote. So that's why you can't vote. Sorry. All right, I think that's probably plenty of time. Let's end this poll and look at the things, and then let's move on to the meat. All right, see some results. There we go. Build a data warehouse. Data warehouses, again, that's very common to see. And as as much as we all say we'd like to get away from spreadsheets, they are still there and still prevalent. And to be honest with you, I don't see them going away. Hopefully there's things that we can move away from them, but they still are there. And then some of you guys are keeping a copy of data for key data points. I ask these questions because these are kind of a setup for Keith. Keith's going to move into more of this type of discussion with you guys on again the data snapshot and where that could fit into that. So with that said, Keith, I'll let you take control and kind of let you talk to us, give us an introduction to the